Welcome to the Damage Plan MMA podcast. We got a little bit different setup today. Jason had some car trouble and couldn't join us, but I am joined by my good friend Nenad Shuput, who is the new owner, and we are going to of Gladiator Fight Academy, and we're going to welcome Nenad to the show to talk about his new gym. Nenad, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. You broke up on me a little bit here. I thought I lost you, but I think we're back.
Okay, I think we're back. I just our little entry here.
Okay.
You got a new gym.
Good. I did get a new gym. Me and Gustavo Rodriguez partnered up and got the gym, yes.
So, because you guys were out of Salt Lake City Muay Thai out of that spot with Snake Pit and what they had going on there.
That place was great. I love that place. We were there for about 5 years now, I believe, and finally decided to move on and get a bigger, better place.
Yeah. So, what? Because I know you have a ton of experience. Let people know, like, what are your goals there? Are you guys trying to build a fight team, or is it?
What
are your goals?
The goals right now are ambitious, and we'll see how far we get. Are you right? Shoot for the stars and land on the moon, right?
Sure.
You know what? I'm trying to have a really good program. I'm trying to have everything from just people like everyday gym warriors that just want to do this for fitness, all the way through professional fighters.
Yeah.
As you know, we already did have not at this location, but at SLC Muay Thai. We had one UFC fighter that I took to the UFC fight in Las Vegas. I believe it was UFC Las Vegas number 12.
Yeah.
It was Justin Ledet. I've been training Cole Schaefer for a while now. I think it's been over 2, maybe even 3 years now.
Okay.
He came to me as a pretty much a raw wrestler he had some good hands, but he didn't have much concept of kicks and how to time kicks, all different types of kicks.
Yeah.
For example, teeps, low kicks, inside kicks, mid kicks, high kicks. And right now, me and him are actually extensively working on elbows and knees. I think in this game, elbows and knees are very important, especially when you first start pro.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're coming from the amateurs into a pro, in amateurs, you're not allowed to throw elbows, and there's few knees that you can throw.
Knees only to the body.
That's correct. So now that you can come up with the elbow over and up, and you can do telephone elbows, and like that's going to be a big change for somebody coming into a local MMA with the clinch elbows and knees. I think that's a big for him. Yes, like I said, our gym right now it has a big space. It's very clean. There's no drips. There's no floods. There's no. It smells really nice because it's still new. You know how gyms get to smell. Especially in this sport. Everything is brand new and huge wide space. What I looked for to be exact is an open rectangle or open square. It's really hard to find with the high ceilings,
Yeah.
For the bags, and it's hard to find because most of them have like supporting poles.
Right.
And this one has none. It has a garage door that can be opened during the summer. It'll look amazing. It's very well ventilated, and I think the space couldn't be any better. I mean, we put double mats, double jiu-jitsu or wrestling mats that are about 2 inches thick. We put double, and we have a 4-inch padding on there at the size of I think it's 20 feet by 40 feet, and it's all mats, and we have half of that wall pads. So the half of that wall is padded.
Gotcha.
I believe about 20 feet of it.
Cool.
Got 6 heavy bags hanging. I'm still working on putting more bags and more little toys, for striking, how to develop speed and angle changes and
right.
Being reactive. I'm working on putting more equipment up. Yes, as we speak.
So why don't you let people know what's your background? When did you get into martial arts and Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu
Yeah,
and all that?
yeah. Um, I came here as a youngster. I think I was like 16, 14, 16 years old. Came from Serbia. That's southern Europe between Italy and Greece on the coast of Adriatic Sea. There was a war situation over there, civil war, a very, very bloody and nasty war. Um, Lost a father there, grandfathers, uncles, some aunts. But we came here as a kids, me and my brother with my mom, went to high school, and throughout the high school, I played basketball. I played for Highland High. I think they were 4A school then.
Okay.
And we won a championship in 2002, basketball championship. And
Oh,
then from
nice.
there, I got recruited to go to Linfield College in McMinnville, Oregon. Played basketball there for 3 years, and then switched over to play at Weber State, which is Division One, and Linfield is a Division Two school. So played for Weber One State under Coach Joe Cravens. Amazing guy, amazing guy.
Yep.
So
I used to go to his basketball clinics when I was a kid.
yeah, Joe Cravens, man, I love that guy. He's old
Yeah,
school. I love him. He's straight to a point, and there's no messing around, man.
that's right.
He ran us. He ran us up and down. We did lanes. So you miss a layup, you run lanes, man. It
Yeah.
was crazy. I mean, I've been an athlete my whole life, and then I played a little bit in England Leeds at like a semi-pro league, um, and then played for Vancouver Volcanoes in Canada for one season, and came back here to Salt Lake, right? And I'm used to like organized training and organized practices and being an athlete.
Yep.
And friend of mine, Victor, that I'm business partner in something else right now, which is wood floors. He was always telling me, "Oh, I'm going training. I'm going training." I'm like, man, I have nothing to do. I want to go to this training you're going to. What are you doing? He said Muay Thai, and I was like, Muay Thai? What is that? I didn't even know what that is.
Okay.
And this was 15 years ago, maybe 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And I went to one of his trainings. He was training at MTI, which is Muay Thai Institute at the time, under Saka Sam. And I love the training. I love the kick in the bag and the pads and the pad work and movement and sweating and being out of breath. And when you spar, then I started when you spar somebody attacking you, and you're out of your breath and you can't fight back as well as you can now when you train. So I fell in love with that, right? I fell in love that with Muay Thai. I loved elbows and knees. I loved that was an option. And teeps. I was like, oh my god! Like before, you would just see like a kung fu movies, right, where
Yeah.
they do little things, or you see boxers only use hands. But this was like everything, like kicks, elbows, knees, punching, all different type of stuff. But I fell in love with it, and I just kept on training, training, training. And then I took my first Muay Thai fight there. They actually held them there at the gym. Gym was huge, had a huge ring, and they could put bleachers around and have audience. I took a few fights with them, and then Victor decided to switch to MMA, and I was like, What is MMA now?" So watch him fight a MMA in a cage once, and I was like, I want to do that too. But me and him only had like a Muay Thai background. He trained earlier than me. He's been doing at that time. He was doing Muay Thai for like 8 years already, and I just started that year, and I had a few fights. And he started doing MMA with no jiu-jitsu, no ground, no wrestling, right? And he did well. He did good. He did took two of them, and then finally I took my MMA fights, and I loved them. And then I started doing. Before that, I was making fun of jiu-jitsu. I don't want Gustavo to hear me. I'm at the gym right now. He has a class over there. I used to make fun of jiu-jitsu. I was so raw. I was calling it names and this and that. I don't want to keep a man between my legs and all that stuff. Then I lost. one fight in MMA to an armbar. I was so ready. The guy didn't want to exchange with me. I was a little taller than him. I think his name was Dominic. I forgot his Giro.
Oh, Dom Giro, yeah.
Yeah. I lost to him to an armbar in the second round. He didn't want to stand. He wanted to go down, and he got me an armbar. I was about to reverse, and I got up on top of him. He switched from a triangle to an armbar, and I lost. And I felt like a little girl. And then I was like, dude, I'm never going to feel like this again, because I hate being helpless in situations, especially when it's physical. I grew up in a rough area in Serbia. There were some, and you know how kids are.
Sure.
And I was bullied, throughout the school and everything. So when I feel helpless in somewhere, I go and attack it. I want to be good at it. I don't want to feel vulnerable.
Right.
So I started doing jiu-jitsu since then. And guess what? Now I am a brown belt, second degree under Gustavo. In fact, my professor Gustavo just walked in here. He got done with his class. What's up, Gustavo? I want to say hi. Welcome to Damage Playing Podcast.
Hey,
What's up, Gustavo?
That's Zach.
It's with me too.
Yeah.
How are you doing, guys?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. How's Jason doing?
Good. Jason's not here. He got a flat tire on the way.
Oh,
So
sorry.
he's on the
Yeah,
side
I'm
of the
doing
road
this
somewhere.
podcast with them.
Good to see you, Zach.
You too. See you soon.
So yeah, and I guess right now, it's been 8, 9 years I'm brown belt. So, I don't think I'll get submitted that easy again.
Okay. Okay. So are you leaving the door open to fighting again?
You know what? I never really closed that door. I had some issues with the law, and I had to sit out for a few years. I wasn't available. This um, then this COVID hit us, and right now I got opened up this new gym. Open up this new gym, and I never closed the door, but I don't want to announce anything right now either.
Okay. Well, Nenad, that you're talking to a matchmaker for a promotion that would sign you to fight whenever you want.
Sorry, you broke up on me right there.
I said,
didn't hear.
you're talking to a matchmaker for a promotion that would sign you to
Yeah,
fight
I
whenever you
know,
want.
I know. I'll let you know later, buddy. Like for right now, I gotta concentrate on making sure the gym is running well and everything is going smooth.
I get it. Well, cool. I mean, I love it. I feel really bad. I'm not going to be at your grand opening on Saturday. It's my son's birthday party. My son turned 10 yesterday. It's his birthday party during your grand opening. So I won't be there, but I will be by soon to come check it out.
Yes, we will have a grand opening. Yes, this Saturday. I invite everybody to come and check us out, see what we have, what we offer. We'll also demonstrate our philosophy on fighting tactics, on fighting training, on fighting, developing skills through repetition. You know what they say, repetition is mother of all skill. Tenacity is the father of all skill. So I truly believe in that. Like I said, I have extensive background in um, Muay Thai. I'm certified black belt in kickboxing, as you can see here through ISKA, and I'm close to being a black belt in jiu-jitsu as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know a couple of things on a good day, and I'm willing to share with others. I've been working extensively, going to Europe, in Serbia mainly. I trained in Austria a little bit with few Serbian fighters that are now in WFC. It's like a European version of UFC.
Right.
Uh, and train with them and pick up on their philosophies and way of training and what tools they use to develop footwork, what tools they use to develop hand speed, what tools they use to develop sharper angle cutting, how to incorporate transitioning from striking such as Muay Thai, where there's clinch, elbows and knees and teeps and kicks, into wrestling and takedowns, wall work, stabilizing a ground, being on top, doing ground and pound. But what I really liked, when I went to one of the Crocop seminars, he he showed us how he manages the ground and how he fights off the ground. Like one thing is to fight on the ground when you're on top, but being able to submit and win and also punch and strike from the bottom, it's very crucial. And I have a few tricks that I learned and also developed myself a little bit in how to fight off the ground, off the back when somebody's in your guard or on a side control. In MMA, jiu-jitsu is amazing. It's a must. However, there are little adjustments. As you know, you don't have enough time to sit there in De La Riva guard or to
Right.
sit there or, in a mount or in a guard. You got to either reverse, be able to strike and make a move even from the bottom on your back, or know how to live and survive and be safe at least on the
Yeah.
ground. Those are three very important elements. So that's what I teach in my MMA program here. Of course, that everything that I have ever learned in jiu-jitsu is from the Gustavo Rodriguez. Like I said, I used to make fun of jiu-jitsu before, and everything I know it's from him. But traveling through Europe and seeing how other people do it and how people, what their philosophy is and approach to certain situations on the ground, I have put together and have trained over the years always with me and others how to get out of, I call them a shit show. When you're in a shit show, when you're in a shit, when you're in a bad situation, how to get out of it. The reversals are very big for me here as a bottom player in jiu-jitsu or bottom player in MMA, which people think, oh, I'll never get on the ground, or if you get me down, I'll just work on getting up or stopping the takedowns. You will do it with one guy or two guys. But if you get a Cole Schaefer that if you get up 15 times, he'll take you down 16.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to finish from the bottom or defend yourself properly or
You're done.
submit from the bottom, you're going to be losing fights, buddy. So you have to be well-rounded in everything. So that's why I try to cover Muay Thai, stand-up, clinch from Muay Thai, and wrestling takedowns, which I'm working on only the efficient ones, and then fighting off the ground and how to reverse positions and dominate even when you're on your back and win.
That's important.
Yep.
Cool. Is Cole going to be teaching some wrestling classes or?
Cole will be helping me teach. I don't know about his schedule. He's also getting ready always for fights and stuff, but I'll have him at least once or twice a week doing the takedowns and working on takedowns, doubles and singles, in clinch, over, under, head positioning, and how to keep somebody on the ground, how to control legs so they don't get up as easy once you take them down. Yes, I will have Cole involved in MMA takedowns for sure.
He's okay at it.
He is okay. He used to, that was his game. So if me and him are sparring when he first came, he sees that he's not as comfortable standing up with me. He will take me down, of course, and it will be so easy for him. He like take him down and look at me like, "Are you okay? Why did you let me take down so easy?" But yeah, I had a few tricks up my sleeve. I didn't let him just, if he took me down, I made him pay. But he definitely is able to take people down for sure.
For sure. For sure. Awesome. So everybody, Gladiator Fight Academy, grand opening this Saturday
Yes.
from 3 to 7.
3 to 7, we're going to have like a slot, like an hour of Muay Thai, an hour of MMA, an hour of wrestling, an hour of Jiu-Jitsu with Gustavo, of course.
Very cool. Go check it out. I will be in soon. Check out the new gym.
Everybody's welcome to come check out, train with us for a day, whichever segment you want, or you want all of them, which I encourage. I'm giving everybody a February free. So you're free to train at this gym for a February full till the end. And then for the people from the old gym, I am giving 25% off of the next month, which is March.
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
everybody go check it out, share it, support local MMA. Thank you, Nenad, for coming on the podcast and talking about your new gym.
Thank you, Zach, for letting me announce this, and thank you for introducing me to some people that don't know about me. You're the man.
All right. Thank you all very much. Appreciate you for tuning in.
I'm looking forward to see you here and train with us, Zach.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Okay. See you,
I'll
bud.
see ya. Bye.